Today's video is going to be episode 2 of Fresh Server, Fresh 60. In the first episode, we went through on how to do the boost and what your next step should be. So we went through a little bit of early gold making, and we also ran out and set up our covenant tables correctly so that you can benefit from the most gold making. In today's episode, we will probably end up doing some covenants, right? Because right now we have, or covenant callings, excuse me. Right now we have 2 that are in Bastion. We have this one right here that ends in 18 hours, so I want to do this today no matter what. I usually try whatever calling is ending as I get that done, but I always wait until the last minute in case they line up like this. So we have 2 in Bastion, so we're going to do those today on this character, and we will honestly probably do some other farm because we need to come up with more gold. We have about 10k gold right now. I still need to empty out the mailbox, which isn't much. We didn't put up much of anything yesterday, but I kind of wanted to go through my normal daily routine. So the first thing I would typically do, this server I don't think I'm going to have a bank alt. However, I'm going to try to do everything on this character. Normally I would have a bank alt, but I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Usually when I first get on like my main server, I log onto the bank alt first, I cancel scan, I post, and then I go right to this step. So we're going to start right here, and that is doing callings. So every morning I just get on, I come, I complete my callings, hit that button, it starts up the next ones, boom, I'm done. Callings are done, I made 500, 600 gold, we're good to go. Open what needs to get, open what I need to, and I just move on. Let's go grab stuff out of the mailbox, see what we got. Look at that, made 2.5k, not much of anything. We had that Essentia, and then we had the other general junk that we picked up along the way. There we are. Our income starting on day 2 is 13,000. Not a lot, I know, but don't worry, we're going to work on that. I'm going to go ahead and put all this anima. Got to work on my key bindings, keep hitting the wrong button. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this anima in here, and then we will get going with our next stage for today's video, and that is going to be grabbing our callings. So I don't need to walk you through the process. You should know how to do callings at this point. I picked up my 2 callings, the Bastion Defended and the Defeat the Fireful Foes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for one of the Ripe Purians for the Silver Strongbox. I'm going to find a Ripe Purian for the Strongbox. I'm going to do the Virtue of Penance, Strongbox. I'm going to fly up, and I'm actually going to do the Battle Pet one just because I'm set up for it. But really, you just have to do one other quest. You can pick any other quest, like this one up here would be good, just for some extra gold. But after I hit that, I will hit up the Hidden Horde, and from the Hidden Horde, I will finish off with the Disloyal Denizens, and that will get me everything done. This should only take me about 10 to 12 minutes. Real quick, if you don't know, this is what the Ripe Purian looks like. It's just like that. Once you have one, then you can use it on one of those. So this can be used at the Silver Strongbox. So I have that now. If you don't know where to find one, or if you can't find one by looking, I believe you can go to the Silver Strongbox and click on it, and then they'll kind of show up on your map. So that's another way. But I'm gonna continue with these Bastion callings, and from there we'll figure out what to do next. So this is a fresh server, fresh 60, so again we have absolutely nothing. We have nothing we can really do to make good gold outside of just the ordinary. It goes without saying, you should be going out of your way to make sure that you're, if you're skinning, if you're herbing, if you're mining, whatever you decided to grab. I grabbed herbalism because I'm a Tauren, and then I grabbed skinning because I'm eventually going to be making legendaries through leatherworking. You need to just go out of your way and make sure you're gathering a little bit extra, because it's all we have. We have nothing, right? So it's not glamorous, and there is really no secret to making good gold other than being consistent, and you actually have to put in time. If you're willing to put in a little bit of time, it will all work out, and you'll start making more and more and more gold as time goes on, and you will see that in this series. Alright, that was quick and painless. Now, something I'm going to do today, you can see I already have Worth It and all that kind of stuff set up. So I talked about this in last episode, but I use Farm HUD, I use Worth It, I use routes. you can go through here and just find specific farms you want. Like if you want one for this here, you know, whether it's Astral Glory, whether it's, you know, doesn't matter. This will kind of give you a general idea of gold per hour, even though this has been really wrong from what I've seen lately. But you can find that farm of that thing you're trying to get. Right now I'm going to come out here for Rising Glory, and I'm going to farm a bit of this. Now, no, it's not the craziest gold per hour, I understand. But again, we're coming to a server, it's fresh, it's new, we have nothing, we don't have a whole lot of great ways to make gold, we kind of need to farm. So I'm taking this whole thing, the whole fresh server for a 60 thing, fairly casually. All I'm really looking to do is to just consistently make progress, get to a point where we have an initial stable income. Well, stable is probably not the right word, but just an initial income that I can then go ahead and invest and start making money. But in order to do that, I need to make some gold first. So my plan is, for me, 1 hour a day. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to farm something. Today it's going to be Rising Glory. Why? Because I'm already out here, honestly. That's why. I'm going to farm one thing for 1 hour. Any 1 hour farm you want if you're following along. Just 1 hour. That's all I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do that for 1 hour and then I'm going to go do something else. I think after this, what I'm more than likely going to do, because we're going to need it anyway, I'm going to come out here for 1 hour and just do a farm so that we have something to sell for a little bit of extra gold. And then I'm going to go out to Zereth Mortis. I'm going to work probably not on all of the quest line, but I'm going to do the quest line, right? You know, where it eventually gives you your, you know, legendary belt. That's not why we're doing it. We're doing the quest line mostly for rep. And the reason why we're doing that is because there's things that we need when we're honored. So while I'm out there, I'm going to complete whatever world quests are available. I'm going to kill a couple rares. I'm going to, you know, get a couple treasures. And I'm going to work a little bit on the storyline. And we will go from there. But first, pick a farm. 1 hour. I'm doing Rising Glory, and I'll see you at the end of it. Alright, our 1 hour is up. I did my due diligence, and I did the whole completed hour, like I had said. So we got actually a pretty good haul. 517 Rising Glories, that's actually pretty good. I think I usually get more closer to 400, so yeah, that's not bad. We're going to put this stuff up later. Now that my 1 hour is done, and I do really suggest that you guys do, especially if you're starting like this with absolutely nothing, do about an hour a day. It doesn't have to be an hour. Hour is such a perfect number for me. I do 1 hour of farming a day, especially in the beginning stages like this, because it's just all going to add up. From here, we're going to head out into Zereth Mortis. I want to hopefully complete the weekly quest, right? I'm at 68%. Maybe. We'll see. I might not get it done today. That's fine. Not a big deal. But we're going to head out there. I'm going to do the whatever, like, dailies are out there. You know, like the world quests. I'm going to do whatever world quests. And then hopefully if there's any rares or any treasures, I will get those along the way to make some progress on this. And then I'm going to take a little bit of time and at least do a few of the quests that are for the zone. Again, that's not because, you know, I want to get the belt or anything, because again, I don't care. I'm just making gold. But we do need rep for a few reasons, because it's easier to see in the WoW UI. So I want rep, one, so that I can get this, recipes to craft 233 gear. That way, if 233 gear is good on this server, I can then craft it to make some extra money that way. And then potentially 262, but we'll have to see on what the prices are. I don't know yet. So anyway, we want to get at least honored for that. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So with that, let's get started. Looks like I only have 2 world quests available to me today. So I'm going to complete both of these, and like this, if I see any treasures or anything on the way, I will go ahead and grab them, kill any rares that pop up, but that's about it. So nothing much to show here. I'm going to just grab whatever I can, and I'm going to complete 1 or 2 of the quests, of the stages, right? Of the campaigns. I'm already on 3. I'll probably do like maybe 4 and 5, or maybe just 4. I'll just get a little bit deeper in it so I, you know, a little bit closer to the end. Because again, we're mostly just here for the rep. I want Honored, and that's about it. Alright, so we finished our Zereth Mortis stuff. I really just did like a couple quests, you know, for the actual... Hell, I didn't even complete Section 4. I'm on like the last part. I just did a little bit of that. I went through the zone, just killed a couple elites, did my thing, did the 2 world quests. I was actually able to finish off my Patterns of Justice. Let's go ahead and turn that weekly in. Awesome. Alright, so do that, turn that in. Hey, look, another Progenitor. That's cool, because I just got one from looting out there. So I actually got 2, so damn, that's 3 since we started this character. That's actually pretty lucky. We need gold to be able to start even getting into like leatherworking and stuff like that, so we actually can start making some gold. So I'm going to sell them for now, even though 1800 I think is probably going to be about the going rate. But at the moment, I'm going to sell just so we can get this gold up a little bit quicker. From here, what I think we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head to my Covenant Hall. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell, and I'm going to turn in those callings I haven't done yet. Alright, made it back to the Covenant Hall. Let's go ahead and turn these in. Oh, look at that. Like, we're dang near Renown 80 already. I probably should have waited at the start of the week to turn in the 1,000 Anima quest, because it's only going to take like a day or so to hit 80, and that would have been a little bit of extra gold, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. There's that wisp of memory that we screwed up on by not getting to 76 first, but that's fine. I will just use it on really anything else. It doesn't matter. I don't need to go from 59 to 60. It'll be just fine. I'm going to use it to get something else a little bit higher personally. Alright, so we went ahead and we just turned in our 2 callings. Let's go ahead and sell all this trash, see where we're at. Going. Here's some other random stuff. Let's see. Boom. Vendor. We're going to sell that. Sell that. Going. Oops, I didn't actually open up my 2 crates. There we go. Alright, wow. So after that, doing all the daily kind of stuff, doing 2 callings, getting the Zereth Mortis stuff done, that puts us at 20k already. So I want to reiterate that you don't need, like, if you don't want this to take a couple days, you know, to get to the point where you start making good gold, which, you know, I'm taking this slow. Not slow, but I'm doing it very casually, I guess, is the right way to say it. So if you feel like going out and farming harder, like I could have gone out and made, you know, 50 to 75k like I think I need. I could have done that yesterday, but I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because I don't feel like it. I'm just going to kind of allow this to happen naturally by only playing an hour to 2 at maximum on this character a day is kind of the direction I'm going to go. Again, by all means, if you want to farm more gold quicker and then start getting yourself into the crafting, by all means, go for it. But I'm going to let it take, you know, 2, 3, 4 days before we get in there. I want to make sure that we have somewhere between 50 and 100k for starters before we transition into actual crafting to start making gold, or at least trying, because again, this is actually something I haven't done before in terms of getting into the legendary market. So we're actually going to try it together, but that's kind of my starting point, because I figure worst case scenario I can farm my own leather and stuff initially. But anyway, we are now at the auction house for step number 2, which is we're just going to come in here and we're going to post. We're going to post everything we got and see where we're at. So let's see how quick TSM is going to work for me today. It might also be this server, because it doesn't go this slow for me on my server. So that's something... You know, it's coming back with Rising Glory and stuff like that being cheaper than Auction House. It's going to come back with, like, nearly everything cheaper, huh? I might have to make some adjustments to fix that. We're doing it the hard way. We're going to go through the super hard way. And we're just going to post this way. 1890. Let's see if that can pop back up. Let's No, I don't know. 1890 I think is okay. I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and post all this kind of stuff. It really sucks when the auction house is working like this and TSM is not working the way I want it to. When that ends up slowing you down more than just like manually posting. I hate it. There's so many people buying that it's hard to like just see prices because it's always like updating. Yeah, that's okay. Look at that. That was 8k gold just from the Rising Glory. I mean, that's about what it was for the marrow root that we farmed as well. So I think we're going to end up about the same at the end of the day, somewhere around 10k profit from everything. Alright, we are done with the posting. TSM says we have 13 total auctions for about 13,000 gold. That's not too shabby. If that all sells, we bring in after profit, you know, or after the auction house cut, we should be sitting at like, you know, 30, 32k, somewhere around there tomorrow. That's really setting us up pretty well. If that's the case, I might go maybe a little bit harder on the farming tomorrow. I don't know, I might wait one more day. I really just want like 50k plus. I think we can go ahead and transition. So that's really all I'm doing. Again, you can do that faster if you want, but I'm really just, you know, I don't want to sit here and play this character for, you know, 8 hours. So I'm doing it like 1 to 2 hours here. I've really only played this, I'm approaching 2 hours now. That's it. So I really haven't put that much time into even getting the gold I do have. Just kind of going around the general, normal daily stuff. So anyway, that should all sell. I'm going to keep my character here in Orgrimmar just so I can check on it later to make sure everything's sold, because I want that gold for tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it here. But my only plan on this tonight, since we don't have like actual crafted gear or anything that I have to worry about cancel scanning, I'm just going to, tonight when I go through and I do my typical tables, my covenant tables, I will log on to this as well, make sure everything's sold, bring it over and do my calling tables at night like I normally do and stop it there. So that is it for this character today. I want to just take a moment and thank everybody for the amazing support that I've had already. Obviously, I'm new to this. This is only week, 3 or so of me making content. I feel this is a subscriber count already being over 200. Last time I checked, I think we were even over 220. That makes me feel great, but more than that, it shows that what I have to share is worthwhile, and that makes me feel good. And I'm glad that I can help somebody, even if it's the little things, like somebody didn't know about being able to hearth off the boat. When you first make a token, character, or not knowing how to use your wisps of memory correctly. And again, don't be like me, but regardless, things of that nature, just the little stuff, I'm glad that I can help out. So again, just one last time, thank you. Thanks for the support. I love the comments. I love being able to interact with everybody. All of that. That lets me know that I should still just do this as long as you guys are getting something out of it. If people aren't watching, if people aren't commenting, if people, all that kind of stuff, that lets me know that, I shouldn't be doing this. So, anyway, thank you. Let's see if we can't grow a community together. As we go forward in this, I'm hoping to start doing, a Discord and other things, and we can actually legitly start building a community for, noob and pro World of Warcraft players alike to just come together and learn from each other and, progress whatever it is your goal. I will end this today by saying that I feel, in terms of gold making, the most important thing, like other things in life, is just consistency, right? If you're being consistent in what you're doing, you'll see growth, and that's with anything you have to do. So, if we take gold making, for example, last night I forgot to come over and do my callings. I was doing something with my wife and stuff like that, and I was like, oh crap, I didn't do my callings, my covenant table. And I was like, crap, I forgot to do my covenant table, and it was late and I wanted to go to bed, but I still came over here and it took the 20 to 30 minutes it takes you to get through all my characters to do it, just because it's those little things, it's those little choices that help you get to where you want to be. And if I want to get the gold I want, even in something like a video game, obviously I'm talking about a video game right now, but you can take this same concept and apply it to anything in your life. You know, I know that I have to just keep at it and keep consistent, and with that we will see growth, whether that's as a YouTube channel, as a community, as a gold maker, you know, your own job, losing weight, you pick it. Just be consistent and you will see growth. And that's what we're going to do here. So I'm hoping in the next couple days we will be able to actually start getting into crafting and start going through that sort of setup on making gold. But again, until then, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if this is what you want to see, you know? And I will see you tomorrow.